So again, if you're a trader, I want you to listen to this video very, very well. This might be one of the video that at least you need, you understand, for you to be able to have a breakthrough in your trading. You understand? I believe you know how to trade, but again, you find yourself making money at the same time you are losing it all. So I want you to listen to this video up to the end. You might get something very, very worth it out of it. It's going to be a short video. I suggest you listen to this video. So now, members, in trading, we have all learned that there is uncertainty, meaning that we do not know what is going to happen next. We logically know this, but we do not believe it. That's why every time you execute a trade, when it turns into a losing trade, what happens? You end up getting frustrated. Why? Because again, you have not embodied, you know it logically, but you don't believe it, that anything can always happen in the market. So now, I want you to understand one thing, that the truth of the matter is, trading as trading, this is important and this is big. Trading is gambling. Yes, I want you to listen to me very well. Trading is gambling, and it's the reality. Trading is gambling. So if you go to and ask Google, or you go to dictionary, what is the meaning of gambling? Gambling is the ability of putting in money, risking some amount of money, you understand, willing to gain some more as profits, but not knowing the exactly results of the risk of the money that you have put in. So anything that you put in money and you do not know what the end result is going to be, it is called gambling. Now, why am I telling you that trading is gambling? So now listen to me. If you put it in mind that whatever that I'm going to do right now, it is gambling, first of all, you are going to avoid almost all mistakes that make people not to make money in front of the market. So first of all, gambling means you do not know what's going to happen next. Okay? It means you do not know what's going to happen next. So what does it mean? If you truly believe that trading is gambling, and you know that gambling means I do not know what's going to happen next, even if you go in front of the market and you find a setup, what is going to happen? You cannot risk all your amount in one trade just because the setup looks so good. If you truly believe that you do not know what's going to happen next. So if you have it in mind that, oh, trading is gambling, no matter how good this strategy might be look, it can still lose. So what does that mean? You are going to end up managing your what? Your risk. Okay? You won't be able to put all your amount of money in one trade. Why? Because again, you have learned that, oh, trading is gambling. But the fact that you think, assume, or believe you know what is going to happen next, it makes you risk too much money in the market, and then you end up blowing your accounts. Why? Because again, you haven't realized that again, trading in true sense, it is gambling. Okay? So now, the difference between trading with other gambling things outside there, trading, it is called a guess, but it's a you educated guess, meaning that you guess what could happen next, but the guessing is the analysis. It is just a likelihood of something to happen, meaning that if you find a setup, okay, if you find a setup, what the setup is telling you is this: there is a high probability or there is a high chance of the market going that way than going this way. What does it mean? It doesn't mean that there is a guarantee it's going to go that way. It can still go the opposite way. Okay? So what does it mean? You are doing analysis, then your analysis makes you to guess where the market could go next. In that way, what does it mean? If you put it in mind that whatever that I'm using to analyze the market does not tell me what the market is going to do next, what does it mean? It means every trade can lose. If you can reach to a point of embodying it, your subconscious mind understanding and accepting that any trade can lose, believe me or not, trading is going to be the easiest thing that you've ever tried doing. Why? Because again, think about it. If you truly believe that you do not know what's going to happen next, you are not going to be able to risk all your money in one trade. Let's put that aside. If you truly believe that you do not know what's going to happen next, anything is possible, any result is possible. Believe me or not, if you execute a trade and it ends up losing, you won't have you won't have a bad day. You won't feel betrayed. You won't have frustration. You won't feel sad. Why? Because again, you knew before even putting on this trade that anything can happen. You knew that. The problem that we have, every time you execute a trade, what comes in your mind? That how much am I going to make in this trade? But again, if you truly believe that this is gambling, you can't think that way. So what do we need to do? We need to change the way we think when we are approaching market. Okay? Because if you truly know that any trade can lose, what is going to come in your mind? You are going to understand that again, if I execute this trade and it ends up losing, there is no reason why I should end up revenge trading or over trading or anything like that. Why? Because again, I know that it's gambling. You understand? Again, sometimes you end up losing a trade and then you end up revenge trading. So now, what brings revenge trading? Because you think, assume or believe, just because the last trade has lost, the next trade there's a possibility of it winning. But if you truly believe that trading is gambling, there is no way you're going to press the next button to do revenge trading, because again, you know and you have embodied it that even the next trade can lose because it's still gambling. Okay? So now, what are other mistakes that traders keep on doing in front of the market? Okay? Now, think about it. You enter the market is going your way. You start thinking, assuming, and believing that again the market could retrace back. You start seeing the market is retracing back. Sometimes you come out of a winning trade too soon. Why are you doing that? Because you think, believe, or assume you know what's going to happen next. But if you knew that trading is gambling, you don't know what is going to happen next. What does it mean? You're going to let the market either go to your take profit or go to your stop loss, and you won't have a problem with it. That's how professional traders operate. Professional traders have reached to a point of believing with no doubt that I don't know what is going to happen next, and I do not need to know to make money. Did you hear that? By the way, that is one of the most important statements in trading. I don't know what is going to happen next, and I do not need to know to make money. If you could truly embody that, and you truly accept that in your subconscious mind, and it becomes a belief, believe me or not, trading is going to be the easiest thing to do ever. So now, you execute a trade today, it loses. You execute the next trade, it loses. So you're having 2 trades in a row. Those are 2 days. The next day you find a good setup. You fail to execute this trade. Why? Because again, your brain is telling you that yesterday the market was on top of support. We bought, we lost. The other day we also bought, we lost. Now today the market is still on top of support. You are having everything that you need to call this trade a setup. But now your brain is associating this trade with the trades you have been taking. If your brain does that, what is going to happen? You're going to end up hesitating to enter the next trade. Why are you hesitating to enter the next trade? Because again, you think, assume, or believe you know what is going to happen next. Because your brain is telling you what has happened yesterday is the same thing that's going to happen today. Because again, the variables or the patterns or whatever that you use to get a setup is almost the same. But again, you are forgetting that when it comes to gambling or when it comes to trading, anything can happen. So now, an amateur is going to avoid entering this trade. What about a pro? A pro knows one thing, that I don't know what is going to happen next, because they truly don't know. And I do not need to know what is going to happen next to make money. So what will a pro do? A pro trader will put in the trade. You understand? So they don't care what the market did yesterday, because they know that every moment is unique. Every moment in the market is unique, and that is how you need to think. Every moment is unique. So what does it mean? If yesterday's setup looks exact just with today's trade, it doesn't mean that if yesterday's trade was a loss, even today's trade is going to be a loss. So what does it mean? You are going to take the trade. Now what do other traders do? Amateurs hesitate to take the trade. So what does the market do? The market end up going their way. So sometimes you find out that you are jumping in the trade, the market retraces a little bit, then it goes your way. What happened? You saw the trade, you failed to enter because again, you are waiting for more extra confirmation. Why? Your brain thinks, assumes, and believes that you know what's going to happen next. Why? You have been having 2 trades that have been losing. It's the same thing if you have been having 2-3 winning trades in a row. Your brain starts believing that you know what's going to happen next. What are you going to do? You're going to start entering the market early, before the market even gives you a clear confirmation. Why? Your brain thinks that if you have been getting 3 winning trades in a row, the next one also has to be a winning trade. But when it comes to gambling, the next trade is still what? Uncertain. You don't know. You do not what? You do not know. It's the truth. So if you truly reach to a point of realizing that again, I don't know what's going to happen next, and I do not need to know what's going to happen next to make money, trading becomes the easiest thing, because you come to a point whereby you will not risk all your money in one trade, because you have realized that again, you don't know what's going to happen next. So if you do not know, you manage your risk. So again, it's the same thing. If you do not know what's going to happen next and you execute a trade and it ends up losing, you won't see yourself as a failure. You won't see yourself as a loser, because again, you knew before executing this trade that you didn't know what was going to happen next. Now I'm asking you one thing. Can you create a belief that says that I do not know what's going to happen next and I do not need to know to make money? Because that is the easiest way how to approach trading, and things are going to be very, very easier for you. So again, if you have reached to this point, it really shows that you are good and you really want to learn trading. Okay, we have live lessons every single day, okay, at 2 p.m. for those who live here in America, 2 p.m. New York time. Okay, we have live lessons every day on TikTok. Okay, so you can search that word top FX256 Academy on TikTok. Okay, we are always there every day at 2 p.m. and the link is also there in the bio for TikTok, or you can even join our Telegram. Nothing is for sale, everything is for free. You understand? We are having a small community, so you can come and we grow together, we get better together and all that. This journey is a little bit lonely, so don't stay alone. You can join our live lessons. It's on TikTok every day from Monday to Sunday. No holidays, no weekends. You understand? We are there every single day. So guys, again, if you have liked this video, consider subscribing, comment your thought about this video, and then consider also liking the video. That's a lot. Thank you so much.